Your wife left you, cheated on you. Maybe she got with your best friend. Maybe she just told you that she's not in love with you anymore. Maybe she's like, I'm tired of taking care of everybody. I just want to take care of myself. I'm confused. I just want to be alone for a while. Just realize that rejection isn't the end. It's just a mirror that you have been avoiding. My name is Ed Baxter, and I help guys in betrayal situations. The process of being with a woman for 50 years or a woman that you're dating is pretty much the same. For us, it's just science. Because we know the patterns, we know the solutions. It's not that complicated. You have to make a commitment for yourself. That's what it means to be in Soul Seducer program. That's what it means to work with me directly. So that you can learn to handle your emotions, so you can learn to see right into a woman's soul and seduce her from within, to create this garden that she can actually thrive in. We'll get you to that place where you make the right decision for you and your chick. What do I mean by a mirror? Well, there's been a lot of things in your life that you've been ignoring. A lot of things that have come and gone, and maybe you swept it under the rug, or maybe you just became accustomed to it and you never have to worry about it. Maybe you got with your wife and you married her when you were 17 and you never have to worry about this whole thing called attraction or dating or even how to maintain yourself. You just were like, okay, we're married, so we're just gonna move on to the next phase of our life. We don't have to worry about that old stuff now. This is a young single person's game, and you realize that your wife's just not attracted to you anymore. And so your wife leaves you and maybe she cheats on you with another guy. And then you're staring at the face of your own failure. That's what I mean by a mirror. In other words, holy shit, I didn't do this thing, and now it's staring me right in the fucking face. You're like, I don't understand what happened. And oftentimes, this can be absolutely mentally crippling for a man. When his wife wants to leave him or his wife cheats on him, the mirror is strong. Yeah, dude, you've been failing in some massive way. You can say to yourself, well, you know, she cheated. That's her fault. That's what she decided to do. It's like, yeah, but you created a situation where you got cheated on. That was all you. That wasn't her. She didn't create that situation for you. You chose to be with her ultimately at the end of the day. Or you put up with a bunch of bullshit or red flags for years to come, and then you ignored reality until you couldn't ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. And so what you tolerate, you encouraged. And you encouraged it right out of the door. You encouraged her to leave. You're like, well, I didn't encourage her to leave. It's like, yeah, you did. By your own inaction, your own blindness. Even with the law. Even if you don't know the law, it doesn't mean that you're not subject to being penalized or criminalized for breaking the law. I just didn't know I couldn't speed, officer. Well, that don't fucking matter. You're going to jail anyway. And so when she's looking at you and she's cold towards you, use this coldness as a catalyst for your own personal growth. Don't look at this mirror as something that you want to shy away from and hide from, which is what most guys do. They play this game of time heals. Let me just get her out of my life. Let me get her out of my life so I don't have to think about her anymore. I don't want to look at her stupid fucking face. I want to look at that guy. I want to go beat his ass. The thing is that you're just going to do it again with another person. And I can't tell you the number of guys who've come through Soul Seducer, come through Genuine Attraction, and I've coached personally that said, yeah, I had to come talk to you because this is the third time I've gotten cheated on. I got to do something different. Obviously, I'm the problem. But yeah, you are. Hell, you were the problem the first time. But it took you 3 times to notice it. Time doesn't heal. It just helps you forget. This is why you can go 15 years and not see your ex-wife, but then she shows up and you're right back to stage 1 because you never actually healed from it. You just ignored it, and then you started to feel better because you forgot. And so time does not help you heal. It just helps you forget. Guys are like, well, if I forget it, then it's not an issue anymore. And yeah, but you're still going to do the same shit. You didn't actually learn the lesson. You're still going to get triggered by your ex-wife. And do you really want to be triggered by your ex-wife? Do you really want to have your ex-wife be proven right? Fuck no. Nobody wants their ex-wife to be proven right. And so to prove her wrong means we have to rise, which means we have to go and do some shit that we've never done before, so much so that she sees that the guy that you've become is undeniable. And she sees that guy and she's like, fuck, maybe I made a mistake. That's the guy you want to be. And at the beginning of every one of my webinars, I'll ask guys 3 questions. I'll say, who here has been cheated on? Raise your hand. Who here wants her back? Raise your hand. Who here wants her back just to tell her to fuck off? About half the guys still raise their hand. I'm like, yeah, I get it. I wanted to too. I want to do the same thing. All guys want that. We want that feeling of, what do you call it? Vindication. So stop negotiating in your mind with rejection. Just embrace it. Embrace that suck. Embrace that feeling. See, guys are not very accustomed to wanting to feel their emotions. They don't like them. We try to push off our emotions all the time. I mean, the only ones we really allow is like happiness and laughter, maybe some anger. And then we don't choose it, but we're riddled with it, which is called anxiety. We're not allowed to like feel. We're not allowed to be sad. We're not allowed to cry. Society tells us not to. Other men will shame you for it. Don't be a pussy. Don't be a sissy. And so this ends up happening where we just learn to not want to deal with our emotions. We feel very uncomfortable with them. Our wife will have emotions and we'll feel uncomfortable because our wife's having an emotion. We're like, we don't know what to do with this. This feels weird. Let's just fix it really fast. Or we'll try to hide from it. We'll try not to feel it at all. And so this is why most guys, when they go into a situation like this, they don't actually deal with their situation. They just try to get on top of another woman, which for some guys helps temporarily. Some guys, they realize that that's not the case. Some guys realize that, hey, I kind of need to handle some shit deeper in, and those are the savages that work with me. And so the next thing is like, just embrace it. Embrace the suck. Anything that you want in life is going to be on the other side of the suck. In fact, I can tell you right now, it's going to suck either way. It's going to suck if you don't handle it, and it's going to suck if you have to do the things required to handle it. So you might as well pick the suck that gives you the fruit that you want. And so your personal power, typically the thing that most guys fuck up in a relationship is personal power. The thing that keeps the desire, that keeps the trust, that keeps the woman hooked on you is all fucked up. And so the first place that you can start leveraging power is choosing the hero arc instead of the victim arc. Oh, she left me, man. Everything sucks. She can go fuck herself. Guys get caught up in this so easily. They'll start threatening her. They'll start like saying that she won't be able to live without him because of the financial whatever. Maybe they'll even threaten the kids. They'll stalk her, look at all her text messages, try to create this narrative of how she's this villain and just like make her seem really horrible. Even though he wants her back, he hates her and he doesn't want her in his life. And so he's conflicted between these two places of cognitive dissonance. And so for you, if you fall into this victim game, then this means that the external world is doing something to you. The external world, oh, I can't help it, man. I lost my job. It was these clients or whatever, taxes, tariffs, they just killed my business. You go into this victim frame where the external world is being imposed upon you and you have no control over it. That's the victim frame. Or you can go into the hero frame and take extreme ownership and say to yourself, well, what can I do? What do I choose to do now? And so Hormozi said a quote, it was hilarious. He was like, if I can be in a bad mood for no good reason, then why can't I be in a good mood for no good reason? And so the thing is usually it's on the other side of a perspective shift. You know this intuitively, that the perspective shift that is required for you to move forward into your power is only like a fraction of a second away. And then you forget it because you don't trust it, and then you go back into victim and you play all these dumb games of trying to win and fight against your ex-wife. Even though she's the mother of your children, you're still trying to win and put her under, and it's like, this is not helpful for anybody. And so you stepping into the hero game means you stepping into magnanimity. And so you're going to lose a lot. You're not going to win every single time. You've already known that. You've had one of the biggest losses of your life right now. And so just realize that you're going to lose a lot. And just embrace these losses, not as like things that are going to lay you low. Tap into your indomitable spirit and look at them as just, this is another lesson. This is just another lesson. This is another data point so that I can go and move forward. It's like, well, I went in the wrong direction. Cool. Well, we got to know what direction not to go before we figure out finally what the direction is that we have to go in. And so for you, you have to leverage all these pains and mistakes as just lessons. Don't take them so personally. Think about it this way. Knowing what you know now, would you have done something different with her in the past? I know. Everybody would have. So that right there, you already know, like right now, you would operate differently than you would 6 months ago, right? A year ago, you would have done something different, right? Yeah, see, you've already had the transformation. You've already had a massive transformation. You are not that guy anymore. Regardless of what she says, or her perspective of you, or what she's poisoning the kids to think about you, you are not that guy. And so we can already demonstrate for yourself that there's no reason to start feeling guilty and beating yourself up for this. You just need to move forward. Put that behind you and start moving forward. The faster you can do this, the faster you can start stepping into your power. Tap into that indomitable spirit. Drop the victim game, step into the heroism, and just face and embrace the suck as fast as possible. The guys who are able to do this go super fast. The guys who are able to do this win not only in relationships, but in every aspect and area of their life because they're willing to do this in every aspect and every area of their life. If you would like to learn how to do this in the most trying and hard time of your life, the thing that lays you lower than anything you probably will ever experience outside of losing a child, check out Soul Seducer in the description below. I'm looking forward to getting to know you personally as I work with all my guys personally. And I love you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.